Welcome back to the Real Estate Rat Pack Radio Show with Chris, Joe, and Rob. The crew is taking your calls, so dial in at 1-800-808-5548.
And we are back. That first couple segments, Will Holder being there with Trendmaker Homes, we really appreciate
Tell everyone who Will is.
Most people don't realize, Will heads up Trendmaker Homes here in Houston. He is the president.
He's the guy.
He is the guy.
The buck stops there.
The buck stops with him. Just a great individual, great company, great product, great people. He's always been very accessible. And if you notice, he believes in the industry. He is actually right there. And speaking of people who believe in the industry.
What a great segue.
It's a great segue. I'm going to do the formal introduction here because I had the privilege, and I want to say very much so, I really appreciate this, to be invited to your recent award ceremony that you did.
The only outsider invited.
The only outsider invited right there. And
it was sworn to secrecy.
Sworn to secrecy. But one of the things,
you remember the handshake,
of good, that is correct. That is correct. But one of the things that brought about is not only a couple of things. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Anderson Properties. It's a mouthful sometimes.
Yes.
But number one is I learned that in a recent survey by, I think it was Harris Poll.
Harris Polls.
Is that it was ranked the number one recognized brand in real estate.
That's correct.
After 6 months.
And so I thought that was absolutely tremendous. Number two is how much y'all are growing here in town. Not only what you're going to do on a larger scale, which I'm not going to even talk about that, but what you're doing here in town and how you're growing. And you have one of those individuals that is a key piece to the growth right there,
very key
which
piece.
Is Renee Davy Oakum. That is correct.
And once again, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We are so excited to have her. If she was with Martha Turner Properties for a while, was with her about 5 years. Did a lot of mentoring, things like that. Went on her own, but she
a lot of sales.
A lot of sales.
Deals a lot of that upper end. The fact is she's got the culture. She understands about helping other people and stuff like that. And so let's talk about what got you interested in real estate and where'd you start?
I've always been interested in real estate. I actually formally got my license in 1988 when I was 24.
Oh, wow.
But I never did anything with it.
Right.
It expired, it went dormant, my life went on. And I guess it's been in 2006, I decided that I was going to get into the real estate business. So I looked up what I needed to do. I needed 90 hours. I did 90 hours in 9 days. I drove the 10th day to Austin, took my exam, came back to Houston, and was in my office the next day and selling homes.
Wow.
So I was determined. I had a plan. I was focused. I'm one of those people that, when you enjoy what you do, it's all or none.
That is correct.
When you enjoy it, it's all or none. And that's just my nature in the real estate business.
And that's important. We tell everybody you have to have a passion for what you do.
That's right.
And you have to treat it as a business. I see so many people, unfortunately, will come into the real estate industry, no matter what service it is, because real estate is a very big industry, and they do it as a job. And if you're only doing this as a job, you are missing out on something that is truly amazing, which is the relationships, the fun, the people, and all the good times and the people you get to meet, not only who you're working with,
right,
but who you're working for.
That's exactly right. I had the opportunity to open my own firm, Davy Oakum Properties, in February 2 years ago, and was very proud. Did a great business, have some great agents, have just a super little luxury team. And when the opportunity came along to join Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Anderson Properties, and I sat down and met with Mike Huff and Rick Young, I saw the big picture. And I saw the big picture, what was happening in Houston with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Anderson Properties. And I know, right?
We've kind of learned to shorten it just Berkshire Hathaway, and we assume
right.
the rest.
I need a little recorded button where I can just push it when I have to say that.
It is a mouthful.
But I saw the opportunity that was happening in Houston and the surrounding areas, and I saw the opportunity for a luxury division, as they did. We put our minds together, and and to be kind of, even though that Mike Huff and Rick and all of their agents have been together for a long time, the new Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Anderson property is basically, I'm coming in at the right time to help the company, to help the other agents, and to also have something so powerful for my clients.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we have been Berkshire Hathaway since October 29th.
Right.
Was when we switched over at
Right.
that time. So it's fairly new brand for us. And of course, a lot of the credentials around the country are becoming Berkshire Hathaway. But exactly that, the culture of what Renee has been ensconced in for many years, she's bringing that culture with her. But Mike and Rick were so clear about the luxury division. We actually leased that space prior to talking to Renee.
Yeah,
And
that's
we have
what they
a
said.
new location that's going to open in Richmond and Kirby, and it's a beautiful space that used to be a bank, and everything's still there. It's beautiful furniture, and I think it's going to be a great location, and
it's going to be
attract a lot
a
of
fantastic location, along with the new memorial office.
That is correct.
That they have acquired.
Right around the corner from where I'm at. In fact,
around the corner.
Drive by you all the time.
That's right. Be sure and honk and wave as you go down the Sam Houston Tollway. We're right there at Queensbury and the Sam Houston Tollway. But also what it offered for my clients, for my buyers and my sellers, particularly my sellers, the tools that are available to market nationwide through Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Anderson Properties.
Right.
The tools available. I'm overwhelmed with everything that they have to offer.
It is amazing. One of the things, it was funny because when I found out about the change, obviously last year, the first thing I told Rob is, it is from a branding perspective. Mm-hmm. You've got one of the most conservative individuals in the world and most successful individuals in the world, and the third wealthiest man in the world.
He's a leprechaun. Everything he touches turns
to gold. And Warren Buffett. And what he represents, though, is quality. What he's always represented is quality. I mean, look at the way he goes about doing his business. He invests in quality. He invests for long term. Guess what? That's great for real estate.
Right.
You buy in quality. You invest for the long term. So now you take something that has been tried and true and successful. What I always tell everybody all the time, I love technology. I love everything about the change. However, I still get back to basics individual. I believe in the handshake. I believe in the face-to-face. I believe in looking somebody in the eye.
He's doing that right now to me.
That is correct. and that's what Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Anderson Properties is. It's not only all the tools and technologies, but it's also the baseline of a great individual, a great company, and a great series of individuals that are leading it and working with it.
Well, I was at the awards breakfast on Tuesday.
That was...
I don't
Thursday,
know.
Thursday.
Maybe
Yes.
Thursday.
Start with
for
the
you.
T, though.
Tuesday.
Start with the T. It had a day in
T.
it, so.
Yes.
Anyway, and I so enjoyed seeing all the agents from all the different offices. I also, the agents that are in the memorial office with me that I've brought with me, when we saw the presentation about the Sunshine Kids.
Yes.
And what Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Anderson Properties does for the Sunshine Kids, we literally had tears running down our faces.
Yeah, I was tearing up. One of our agents who we've had on the air here is Mary Fox.
Yes.
And she, of course, stepped up and she gave a check for $5,000.
She sure did.
Right then and there.
And also Scott Mendel, who through Sunshine Kids won that Harley, donated it back to us to re-auction it off, and
committed to $40,000
$40,000 pledge to match every contribution from other agents. I'm talking. This is a culture that I think most people would be proud to be.
It's a giving culture,
and it's not just okay. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Yes, I can go sell homes, make a lot of money, but it's also giving back to something that's so important. And when Mary talked about was it Megan or
Montana,
who only had one wish because they take them. Sunshine Kids get to go on a vacation. They get to choose where they want to go. And little Montana, who is suffering from cancer, she lost a leg to cancer. She wanted to see Texas.
Right.
I mean, who actually wants to see Texas?
I do. I want to see Texas.
I mean, if my husband said, "Honey, anywhere you want to go," not Texas. So she did. She wanted to come to Texas, and she got to see Dallas and San Antonio and Houston, all on the benefits of the Sunshine Kids. So that was really, really a wonderful experience.
Yeah, well,
and you're right. One of the things that was probably the second aspect is, the Sunshine Kids, everything that everyone stepped up to do, and we talk about this all the time, is if you give back, you're going to receive more in return than you can possibly imagine. And I'm not talking about a financial return.
No,
I'm talking about a ability to
in your heart,
right? In your heart and your mind, to know that you did something truly special for somebody.
Absolutely.
And until you've ever had somebody in those situations, where I stood up there and I was saying, I've had family members and daughter who have been in situations in the hospitals like that. It's really hard to comprehend.
Yeah, well, I'm a cancer survivor, so 10 years now,
right.
And
Congratulations!
Thank you very much. So even though it's not something that I think about on a daily basis, I don't think, I'm a cancer survivor or anything like that. That was just a chapter, and I closed that book and I moved on. But now I have the opportunity to do something for children. And, I've been very blessed to have healthy children.
Absolutely. And you have one of them here today actually with us.
I do.
Danielle, would you like
Danielle,
Davy.
say hello to everybody out there.
Hi.
Come on.
Hi.
I thought it was great. You said, if I'm going to get up and go to the radio this morning, you're going to come with me. How you enjoying yourself so far?
It's really early in the morning.
It's 9:45.
You know what it's like to be young.
It's been a long time for me.
Oh, well, no, you're seasoned.
I am seasoned.
You are seasoned. But,
seasoned.
time flies when you're having fun, and we are having a lot of fun here on the radio show, but we have to take a break right now. When we come back, I do want to get to one piece of business with Renee, which is,
our subject
what do you have to do to effectively put your home on the market, setting it up for sale?
What are the best things?
That is correct. So we're going to take a break right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Me's an old immovable object like me. You can bet as sure as you live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.